Phoenix Splash TV.
One game, 100 yen.
Hello and welcome to another Shenmue Arcade. Today we'll talk about Excite QTE 2. I think of all the Shenmue arcades, I tried this one first. It's not a very complicated game. Basically, the buttons show up on the screen and you press them. And if you don't press them, well, be ready to see some cringe.
Darn.
Unlike its relative QTE title, Excite QTE 2 uses pretty much all of the buttons on the Dreamcast, excluding the start button and the triggers. It's very much in the style of an early 80s arcade game. It's endless and there are only 3 lives. The further you get, the more difficult and faster it gets. It even tells you when it gets harder. Like QTE title, it showcases the quick time events that Shenmue made so popular. Overall, I like it, but out of all of the Shenmue arcades, I like this one the least for one simple reason. But before I say it, I have to mention that Shenmue 2 came out on the Xbox while Shenmue 1 was on the Dreamcast, at least in the United States anyway. And when you play Excite QTE 2 on the Xbox, what did they do? They switched the colors of the buttons. Now this might not seem like much, but my fingers pretty much reacted to the colors of the buttons due to that black background. Now it's a problem because it's the same colors but on different buttons. And that really screws with your head. I played Excite QTE a lot on Shenmue 1, but when it comes time to play it on Shenmue 2, you better retrain your reflexes to react to that Xbox controller color scheme, unless you have the Dreamcast version of Shenmue 2. It's also neat to mention that there is a phone app of the game called Excite QTE, QuickTime application, made by Mooncalf Studios. It's free and a good recreation of the game. I find myself playing it quite often and have even placed on the leaderboards. Here's a little snapshot. I'll probably be booted down soon, so take a look. You think you got what it takes to take me down? It's also worth noting that the button sequences in Shenmue 1 and Shenmue 2 differ. If you use the Prima guide for Shenmue 2, you won't be as successful. And there's also an online button sequence that someone made on Shenmue Dojo, made by NN. I believe that this one works better for Shenmue 2. The buttons pretty much don't match with the first Shenmue. And that's pretty much all there is to Excite QTE 2. So, can it be beaten? Well, let's find out.
One game, 100 yen.
Okay, let's put some coins in.
I'll give it a try.
Now, you might be wondering why I'm pressing the buttons so fast. Well, that's because I actually have the strategy guide right in front of me. And it tells you which buttons come next. Okay, well, the guide's a little bit off sometimes, like it was there. So you kind of just have to adjust. And even when you use the guide, it's probably good to take your time. As you can see, I had multiple attempts. If you look at my high score, see if this one actually errors. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay. Now we're on expert. Those Y buttons, man, I swear, they're freaking scary. Y. 3 combo. Bug off. Okay. Okay. In the home stretch. It's about to get scary because the printer guide is running out of buttons. Okay, and there's the last one. Okay, now I gotta focus. God. Face of cringe. Damn, I hate this game. Yeah. I'm almost there. 200,000. Okay, we're good. I don't know why I'm still playing. It's only a matter of time, man. Okay. Oh.
Darn.
Well, there you have it, guys. Excite QTE 2 beaten as much as you can beat it. And let's get our
man,
prize.
You're really good. You win a prize. Here you go.
There it is.
Thanks.
Much, much harder to get than the boxing one, I will say that. Okay. Let's look at our toy. So, there it is. Now, believe it or not, there's actually an extra difficulty called Super Difficult. So, I think there's even a YouTube video on it, so I'll put that in the link. Anyways, guys, this was Shenmue Arcade, Excite QTE, and this is Game Analyzer, signing off.